don't think there's any other genre that has a fan base like horror.
Horror fans are, and I include myself in this category, very passionate, but also very obsessed, just like very obsessed with the films.
And the fans always know so much about it. They're well-versed, you know, they're complete fanatics.
They are devoted, loving, kind, non-violent people who appreciate what you have created and given them.
It's celebrated. We get to celebrate it often. You know, I do conventions with Christine Elise.
I think one of the things I'm most entertained about at conventions is it's a gigantic collection of people.
Table after table and thousands of people.
Who are in society generally looked at as outsiders. They tend to be wearing black t-shirts.
And they look like they should be in a death metal band and like screaming and like wielding an axe and throwing shit at people.
But they seem to be like bizarrely the most wholesome.
Usually they're the most honestly mild-mannered. And it's like they're actually really normal people, and not all horror fans shop at Hot Topic, no disrespect, but not all of us do that, only sometimes.
Jennifer, Tilly, and I did Comic-Con, and there were people coming up for autographs afterwards, pushing babies in strollers, and they had like Chucky or Tiffany tattooed on them. It's like, wow, these people are really into it.
All the boys have tattoos, all the girls are big girls, they're kick ass, those girls. And they always have a great sense of humor. I love the horror fans.
I get so many letters and like drawings.
Comic-Con is great for us. For the niche parts of entertainment, it's this great place where we get to be sort of thought of.
But they were so polite and had such a genuine appreciation for it and such a love for it.
Horror's so cool because it is a genre where the below-the-line people get appreciation.
I love every single person I've met at a convention, for real. They are just excited, joyous, and giving.
I think it's great to just come here and be surrounded by people who love horror. Like at any horror convention, it's just really cool to find more and more of these out here and to see more and more people from all different regions of the United States and all over the world coming to celebrate this genre.
It's wonderful to see that kind of fan-based support for the movies in person.
I love being here, man. I love being surrounded by this. It's my favorite place to be.
They're always great about meeting their fans. Don Mancini always makes time to sign every autograph.
And so to meet them in person and just get to talk to them, even if it's just for a few minutes about those experiences, I really appreciate that.
Storytelling is about communication, and it relies on both parties, the storyteller and the person who's hearing the story and responding to it. Any movie is a dialogue in a way, and I think that's increasingly true in the world of social media.
Internet has come along and everybody can share photos and cross-analyze what he looked like in this film versus that film. And a lot of people have really good opinions and really smart ones. And I think the fan base is something that's become rather amazing in a way.
You get like feedback from fans and people who watch movies way more quickly and way more consistently than you ever did.
It's just immediate.
My experience with fans at conventions is diametrically opposed to my experience with fans online. Fans online tend to be, I mean, half of them are lovely and effusive and great and curious and wonderful.
And if they're unhappy, you hear it right away.
And another half are incredibly mean and vindictive and scary even sometimes. Nobody ever is in real life.
For such a large group of people to be invested in a story that has been told for over 30 years, to be a part of that is truly special.
To be a part of something that so many people love is really surreal.
Every new Chucky installment, they're like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Because they really see Chucky as a real person.
Whatever Chucky represents to people is real and legitimate, and there's like passion for it, for the character. It just feels like this weird gift that I get to be involved in it.
It's an important chapter in my life that, thankfully, hasn't ended in 30 years. I don't have any other project like that. I don't think anybody else does.
It's a blessing, definitely. That little, as my grandmother used to always say about Chucky, he's such a bitch. But he's a bitch that keeps on giving.